Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, for today we are doing the unseen passages for class 12th. Unseen passages are very, important and very twisted questions, because in this type of questions we do not know the answers, and many times, as in the board set, the questions are different, the unseen passages are different, so we can't ask our friends to. So today is the time you may understand the unseen passages, and it is the simplest method I will tell you to write the answers, to form the answers, and to excel in it. So let's start. But before it, I've observed that you guys watch my video but didn't subscribe to my channel. Not liking it? Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm working hard and making for you the videos. So please do this for me. Thank you so much, guys. So let's continue with the unseen passages. So I have simply opened up a website that is CBSE Tats. Uh, so now we are, so first of all, credits to CBSE Tats. Then we are going to the for the passage number one. This is the passage number one. Now you may not be, a very like fearing, like, oh my god, it's such a long paragraph. It's not like that. This is a common paragraph for class. It should be a common paragraph for a class 12th student, and it's not that difficult. And note, like I'm showing you, these are the word meanings in the paper. These word meanings will not be written. This is just because of the website I have opened. Okay, now let us start with the passage first. Right. So, too many parents these days can't say no. As a result, they find themselves raising children who respond greedily to the advertisement aimed right at them. Even getting what they want doesn't satisfy some kids. They only want more. Now, a growing number of psychologists, educators, and parents think it's time to stop the madness and start teaching the kids what's really important values like hard work, contentment, and honesty and compassion. The struggle to set limits has never been tougher, and the stakes have never been higher. One recent study of adults who were overindulged as children paints as a discouraging picture of the future. When given too much too soon, they grow up to be adults who have difficulty coping with life's disappointments. They also have distorted sense of entitlement that gets in the way of success in the workplace and in relationships. So this is the first paragraph. So likewise, this passage has four paragraphs. If I tell you, in reality, there are 5 to 6 paragraphs. This is just an example. So, like we, as children, we consider these paragraphs like, oh my God, we have to read this much of paragraph. How we will be reading this much of long? It will take up a lot of a time. But see, you have two choices. First choice is to read the whole paragraph and then start with the questions. The second choice is start with the first question, then read the paragraph. Start with the second question, then read the paragraph. So, for example, I'm reading the very first question. What do psychologists, educators, and parents want to teach the children? So, have we done this paragraph? Yes. So, to teach them about treachery, to teach them about indiscipline, to teach them about the values of life like hard work, contentment, honesty, and compassion, or none of these. So, if you were noting me, so I read this line here. I will just select it just a minute. Um, See here. What's really important is compassion. This line. I read this line just now and see I got the answer. Then I will write the answer. Question number first, A. Then the answer is 3. Okay. So again, I'm telling you what is the answer is. The answer is 3. Now, now we have the second question. What is essential to become a successful adult? Now you're like, yeah, I know what is essential. It is like to learn how to overcome challenges. This is essential. We know the answer. But the thing is, we have not read this answer properly. I think we have not read this. So, what I will do, I will just read the second paragraph now. So, psychologists say that parents who ever overindulge their kids set them up to be more vulnerable to future anxiety and depression. Today's parents themselves raised values of thrift and self sacrifice, grew up in a culture where no was a household word. Today's kids want much more, partly because there is so much more to want. The oldest member of this generation was born in the late 1980s, just as the PCs and the video games were making their assaults on the family room. To think of MP3 players and flat screen TV as essential utilities, and they have developed strategies to get them. One survey of teenagers found that when they crave something new, most us expect to ask 9 times before their parents give in. By every measure, parents are shelling out record amounts in the heat of this buying blitz. Even parents who desperately need to say no find themselves reaching for their credit cards. Today's parents aren't equipped to deal with the problems. Many of them are raised in the 1960s and 70s, swore they had act differently from their parents and have closer relationship with their own children. Many even wear the same designer clothes as their children and listen to the same music, and they work more hours at the end of a long week. It is tempting to buy peace with yes and not mar's precious family time with conflict. Anxiety about the future is another factor. How do intentioned parents say no to all the sports gear and arts and language lessons they believe will help their kids thrive in an increasingly competitive world. Experts agree too much love won't spoil a child. Too few limits will too few limits will. What parents need to find is a balance between the advantage of an affluent society and the critical life lessons that come from waiting, saving, and working hard to achieve goals. That search has balance has sorry the search for balance has to start early. Children needs limits on their behavior because they feel better and more secure when they live within a secure structure. Older children learn self-control by watching how others, especially parents, act. Learning how to overcome challenges is essential to becoming a successful adult. Few parents ask kids to do chores. They think that the kids are already overburdened by social and academic pressure. Every individual can be of a service to others, and life has meaning beyond one's own immediate happiness. That means parents eager to teach values have to take a long, hard look at their own. So now, have you found the answer of this question? You will say, yes, of course. We knew the answer was B, 2. So then you're right. This is the correct answer. So now, moving ahead. Now we have the next question is how do, sorry, why do children need limits on their behavior when they live within a secure structure? What it says is why why we want to limit the behavior of the children when they live within a secure structure of their parents, to feel them more secure and better, to feel them insecure, they feel bored, or anything else. So, the answer for this question is they feel more secure and better. The first one is the correct. To feel the children more secure and better is the cause the parents limits the children. What is the drawback of giving children too much too soon? They fail to cope with the life disappointments when they grow up. They do not study seriously. They become quarrelsome when they grow up, and none of these. So mainly, what actually all are the reasons for this? But the main reason, what is the main reason, is they fail to cope in the with the life disappointments. This the first. Sorry, I'm doing very. So the first option is the correct. Now we have sorry. Yep. Mhm. Just yeah. So now we have the B part, which says the fun into six questions. Means we have to answer six questions, all those six questions, in one line, or we can say two lines, not more than two lines, because it is of one marks only. And then we have the find the words in the passage. Okay. So first, starting with the first question, what values do parents and teachers want children to learn? What are those values? The values of the first lines which we read here. What? Yeah. Hard work, contentment, and honesty and compassion. This is the value which children need to learn, and parents think that it is important. Okay. So now the second question: what are the results of giving the children too much too soon? Again, we did it before only, but let's find it. Where it gone? Where it's gone? Where it's gone? Where it's gone? Just a second. Yeah. So here's the answer. Where? Your answer is here, that the struggle, this. Not the whole answer is yours, but yes, from here. When um, when given too much too soon, they grow to be adults who have difficulty coping with life disappointments. They also have disordered sense of entitlement that gets in the way of success in the workplace and in relationships. Now the okay, sorry. Now the thing is that we want to see that how we have to write this answer. Do we need to write the answer as it is, or we need to add something? So if you ask me my opinion, I will be saying that what you do is just write the results of giving the children too much too soon are like they have difficulty coping with life disappointments, comma, disordered sense of entitlement that gets in the way of success in the workplace and in the relationship. So what we have done, just we have given a new way of writing, right? And this just sometimes pleases the examiner, and you get marks. So now the third is, what do today's children why do today's children want more? So here is the answer. You can see that today's kids wants more, partly because there is much more to be wanted. The oldest generation, they think of MP3 players, flat screen as essential utilities, and they have developed strategies to get them. Okay, so what is the answer here? You will write is because there is much more to want. Don't write this. The oldest members of this generation were born in. No, just write then. They think of MP3 players and flat screen. You can just give here examples like flat screen, PCs, and video games as essential utilities, and they have developed strategies to get them. And the next is okay, let's see our answer. Is it going it correct way? So, yep, we are going correct. Yeah, you can also write this line that they consider even luxurious items as essential commodities. So, now we have what is the balance which the parent need to have in the today's world. So, the answer for question is in I think here, yeah, what parents need to find is a balance between the advantage of an affluent society and the critical life lessons that come from waiting, saving, and working hard to achieve goals. That search for balance has to start early. Okay, so this is the answer. You can just, somehow you can just give an answer a new shape, like the question is asking that what is the balance which parents need to find. So you can write the balance which parents need to find in today's world is that between the advantage of an affluent society, then from here to here goals. Okay, so here it will be your answer, correct answer. Now we have what is the necessity to set children for to set limit for children. So for here you will be having the answer that children limit here the same answer that we did before. Children needs limit on the behavior because they feel better and more secure when they live within a secure structure. Now why I did look for the answer, so I looked for the answer because I was not sure this answer or not. Just I looked for the answer. And also I was looking that is there any other another way that we can write this answer. I think the way can be the necessity. So just copy the question and then write because or as or the various adjectives are not okay. How do older children learn self-control? See, here's the answer. Older children self-control by watching how others and especially parents act. Learning how to overcome, is essential to becoming a successful adult. So this is the answer. I think this is enough for one. See, it has also written only one line because the paragraph does not need two lines or three lines because it is only for 1 marks. Now, continuing the find the word in the passage. Oh my God, this is one of the difficult question I face in the exams because I'm just a little weak in grammars. So I just face this question a little, not a little bit, but yes, difficult. Uh, a feeling of satisfaction, para 1. So let's read the para 1. And it is saying a feeling of satisfaction. Sorry. So I think as I'm looking on this, contentment is a perfect word for a feeling of satisfaction. As honesty is not, compassion is not, and hard work is not the word. And I think I am can only see the word contentment that is relating from it more. So the answer will be contentment. I will be seeing it. Just valuable para 3. Okay. So valuable. So I think the answer for this question is um okay, I found the answer and I think you did before me. The answer is precious. Is a word which is used for valuable. So we have successfully completed a unseen passage, and let's just check our. Yeah, we did it right. The first was contentment, and second was precious. Okay, so we did the first unseen passage as right. So what is next? Next is my video only. So stay tuned till I post the second video for the passage 2 of a unseen passage for class 12. And if you are even in class 11th or 10th, you can also watch this video as this is very helpful. Unseen passages are always helpful for any class if you talk about. So let me meet you in the second, sorry, not in the second. So let me meet you in the next video of my YouTube channel. Until then, please subscribe, like, and share to my channel as much as you can. Please do it for me because I have no friends. Okay, let me meet you the next time.